guys, we are back here in the garage, and today we're going to be working on the KTM EXCF 500 6 days. This is a 2023 model, and this year we kind of are going to just go all out. We're going to do everything we can to this bike to make it the best, most reliable, trail, enduro, rough, hard riding, and still street legal bike that we possibly can. Or at least trying to keep it as street legal as possible. So we're still gonna have a plate on it, still gonna be able to run a plate and all those good things. So that being said, guys, I don't wanna wait any further. I wanna get right into today's video. So crack a cold one with me, and we're gonna get started. First order of business is suspension. We've been waiting on this guy to come back. I reached out to MOTO Labs, super nice people. They're super happy to help you. And I think I'm gonna be really pleased with what we got. So let me just open this case up. So inside of here is our brand new suspension and our brand new specs. So with that being said, there is some instructions here. Basically, this is just telling you, what your sag should be at. If you have changed things, it's going to change some of the sag settings and whatnot. So this is basically just kind of going all over that stuff. And really not a big deal, but definitely pay attention to this, especially if you've lowered your bike. You definitely need to read this and follow their specs, because if you follow the manufacturer specs, you're going to be way off. So something just to kind of keep in mind. Here's our old plastic collar from KTM. These, honestly, I'm really shocked they made these out of plastic. It's kind of a garbage move on KTM's part. I get why they did it. It's for weight. Everything on these bikes that they can make in plastic, they do. And it's really, the only reason is to save weight. That's the only reason why they're doing that. So I'm sure that this is a decent piece, but when you lower your bike, you really can't use this anymore, especially with how low we went. So we ended up going with a 3-inch lowering kit. That is extreme. So if you're really short like I am, this might be for you. If you're not really short like I am, then they also have a 20 mil lowering kit, a 1-inch lowering kit, a 2-inch lowering kit. I think you can do a 2.5, you can do a 3. I think you can go all the way to 4 inches. And then they'll spring it for your weight too. So that's kind of cool. So anyhow, let's kind of get into it. I really don't know what all is in here, so I'm pretty curious to find out. It looks like this is our old canister. Yep. So this is our old canister that we will not be running this year, and the reason why you'll see in just a second. It looks like there's a KTM sticker, so that's cool. I always like the stickers, Here's our old rebound dampening kind of shock tool for the front. Here's a handy tape measure they give you. We will not be using this, but that's cool. Glad they gave it to us, right? So let's start in the rear. See if I can get this thing opened relatively easily. So in the rear, oh, there we go. What are we looking at? So I'm just gonna kind of give you guys a rundown of what this is. So right here is our brand new spring, okay? So this is rated for my weight. And then we have this metal, it's a billet aluminum collar. So this billet aluminum collar replaces this guy. And the reason why you need this is because there wouldn't be enough room to get the shock properly adjusted if this was still on there. And then here is KTM's new reservoir. And this basically just kind of makes it a little bit better. You get a little bit more fluid, I think, out of there. It's just overall a better system. So that's super cool. Something neat that we're going to be using for 2024. So pretty stoked about that. Everything else is basically brand new bump stop, and you have a new, I don't know what they call this. I'm not really sure, so I'm not going to try to tell you, but yeah, that's new too. So very cool, very nice, very flashy. Doesn't get really much better than this. So there is the rear. So as I do this, I'm just gonna start throwing some of this stuff away because otherwise we're gonna get crowded. Okay, all right, let's see what else we got in here. So this should be all of our old stuff. Yeah, which it is. So I'm not gonna go through this. This is just our old springs, our old fork, all of our old goodies. So we're not gonna open that up, there's no need. What I will do is I will open up one of our forks. Probably not gonna open up both of them, just because they're the same. So if you see one, you've seen them all. There we go. Okay. Now, just visibly looking at these, I can tell that this is a lot shorter. One thing you do want to do is if your seal, your red seal is all the way up, put that all the way at the bottom. It's like, I don't know if I want to call it a bump stop because it's really not truly a bump stop, but you could pretend that it is. So they kind of put their sticker in a weird location, but that's cool. We'll probably run it, the MOTO LABS sticker. I don't see why not. It's actually a very nice sticker. I don't know if this is like a sticker over a sticker. Super nice, very jelly. Pretty cool. So that's basically it. We did get all of our pieces and components at the top also replaced. They're brand new. All of our clickers have been pre-adjusted for my weight and my ride height and all of that. So that's pretty trick. So this is it. This is it, guys. This is a pretty cool unit here. I'm pretty stoked to get this guy on the bike and get it ripping. So what I am gonna do for now, since we have more packages to unbox, I wanna get this out of the way. So I'm just gonna kind of gently put everything back into its place. See if I can wrap up some of this a little bit to try to protect it. So that way when it's in the case, it doesn't get damaged. That's the last thing we want. Okay, put a little sticker back in there, and we will close this guy up and call him good to go. So, all right, now we have a bunch of boxes open. So let me grab those, be right back.